Jennifer Yogini here. Happy Monday. How are you? It is time for the weekly reading. I am live on Reddit and live on YouTube. I'm feeling tired. I know you guys are feeling. We have some beautiful sunshine, blue skies happening here in Ontario, Canada, and well, at least in this part of Ontario. And it is so humid. It is so thick. Now, early this morning, I went for a run. It wasn't too bad. It was still warm. Like I was sweating like crazy after. And I had a shower, and then I took the dogs for a trail walk. And so out in the heat again. And I think that's really affected me. I'm like, I don't have a lot of energy. So anyways, I am sure I will build energy as we go here because you guys normally pump me up big time. So let me just take a sip of water. Oh, who is in the house? Hey, Yogini, sunshine is part of Ontario too. Okay, so it's part of your Ontario too, Northern Lowell? That's awesome. I didn't check the weather across Ontario, but sorry again, I don't remember. But I'm glad you have some fun sunshine going on. I will take the heat over winter any day. So it's all good. Hey, there's so many things I love. I love all the seasons, really. But I just love summer. Summer, when it's hot, you wear shorts. Can I get a yeesh? How's that? How's that effective? Cornwall. Oh, Cornwall. All right. Agreed. St. Anthony. Yeah, you agreed. You'll take summer over winter any day. Yeah. It's okay. I can deal with the heat. I just might be a little more tired, a little more sluggish. But we're going to do the weekly reading. And I can do some readings for you guys individually if that's something you're interested in. Loved it. All right. You're so happy. You know what? There's just so much to be in gratitude for. You know, last week I'm pretty sure I had shared this. Well, at least I shared it on my Discord. I don't know if I shared it in my live streams, but one of my daughters lost a friend. They passed away. I guess it was on Monday, and it's pretty intensive emotions to be going through, especially for my daughter. But me being her caregiver and helping her through it and feeling terrible for the family and the community and like everyone that's affected. And last week it was tough, but it was mixed with abundance, like evidence of abundance at the same time. So it was like a roll. Oh, thank you. I see that you're saying I'm sorry. So sorry. You know, it was really mixed with emotions like this. And, you know, heaviness and lightness. And I was doing what I could to clear the energy within the home. And my neighbor gave us all this spearmint from her garden. And spearmint, it was like so divinely guided because spearmint helps to lift heavy emotions. So I was making lots of spearmint tea. And so much gratitude for that alignment. And then yesterday, my daughter and we spent the afternoon together and we got our lashes done together. So it was nice to spend that time with her. And I'm in gratitude for that. I'm in gratitude that we're healthy, and I'm in gratitude that the sun is shining. I'm in gratitude I get to do this live streaming with you guys. So yeah, life is good. Life is good. And when it's not so good, just know it's going to get better. Okay. It's always just temporary when you're feeling like you're in the muck. It's temporary and you will get through this too. And if you feel like, this is like a public service announcement. I think I said this actually last week too. If you're ever in a space where you feel like you cannot handle what you're facing, please ask for assistance, get help. There's organizations out there that can help, maybe friends or family members. You know, you got to get the help you need because sometimes we need that extra support. Okay, so I've already set the intention with these cards, and I'm also going to ask Archangel Michael to join us. If you guys are okay with that, come on, join in the party and to clear. Oh, Christine's in the house. Woohoo! And Cree Warriors in the house. Okay, I'm going to read those messages in a sec. Awesome. So I'm asking Archangel Michael to clear all of our energy fields, okay? If you don't want him to clear yours, you can say, no, I'm good. But anyways, it is a good thing because we can take on other people's energy, right? We can just take on the energy within the neighborhood, within the world, you know, the whole collective. There can be a lot of heaviness going on. And today's the day with the planetary alignment that some emotions can be coming up. And so let's just clear that shit, right? So Archangel Michael, clear our energy fields and cut cords with everybody other than if you guys have kids and they still need to have some dependence upon you. So other than the kids, all the other cords, energetic cords, cut, and protect us. Protect our beautiful energy with your golden light. Now, Archangel Michael is also associated, well, normally associated with the blue light. But he has this other new amazing light that is there to assist us and protect us in this new energy. I think I just got a new follower on Reddit. Whoop, whoop, thanks. And thank you for the upvotes and everything. I really appreciate the love. Oh, okay. So I want to read Christine's. I'm so happy you're holding each other and getting through these hard times. Yeah, Christine, thank you, hun. And Cree Warrior says, sunny Alberta, looking good to shine the light of truth. Love it, Cree. Love it. All right. So 5 cards wanted to come out and assist us with this week's energy. So let's see. The first card is leadership. The first card is leadership. Archangel Gabriel. I'll show it to you in just a sec, okay? It is time for you to assume your leadership power and position and lovingly guide others. And lovingly guide others. I love that. And I love that she's holding that trumpet. So, okay, so it was St. Anthony that says, so sorry. Northern Logo says, I'm happy to hear you are healing from the loss. Oh, thank you. And St. Anthony says, amen. Yeah, all right, awesome. Okay, so this is going to mean a little bit differently for each of us. But each, in our own unique way, we have this inner power, this inner strength. And it comes like, you know, we all have our third chakra, and that's like, you know, the core, the fire. But I want to go deeper than that, the core of each of our essences. You know, we have a unique essence. When you think about when a perfume is made, there's all these combinations that go in to create this really unique essence. So each of us have this unique essence, and some of us are so much more heart. We have like tons of heart, and then you know, that might be mixed in with a whole bunch of logical going on, right? Like we tend to be in our head, and others are, let's say, so second chakra play and you know, a play and creatively focused that can be combined with heart, or maybe it's going to be combined with root grounding, that tribal kind of type of thing. You know, like just thinking about all of our chakras, all of our energy centers, all those different personalities and characteristics, right? Like some of you are more musically inclined and others might love to bake or paint, or, you know, you might be super physical, or you might just love to zen out, to chill out, and to connect and just, you know, be up here. We have a really unique combination, each of us. And that unique combination, that unique perfume, that unique vibration that each of us has, and the knowledge that we have, so that wisdom from our life experiences, from the core of our knowing, from how our unique collection of angels and guides that are supporting us on our journey. Because the messages that I get might be very different from some of the messages that you get, that you have that internal knowing that is based on your beautiful essence and the soul tribe that you come from, right? And so we need to really, right now, like step into who we are, embrace the uniqueness of who we are. And the people that are currently in our lives when will be positively affected when we are in our power. It's really hot in here. We got the air conditioning going, but I am not feeling it right now. Ooh, it just shows how hot it is outside. Um, Okay, so you need to speak your truth right now. Speak your truth. And so it might be you stepping in your power in your workplace. It might be you stepping in your power within your friend circle, within your family or that love relationship. It's like what you know to be true, share it. You know, I used to hide a lot of who I was and um, really didn't believe that I had the skills, the experience, the know-how to be able to even make decisions on my own. I didn't feel like I was good enough. And even when I started live streaming as Madame Euphrosyne, goddess of joy, because I wasn't quite ready to be me because I was afraid. It's been scary in certain aspects of my life. It's been scary to show myself because a lot of people are like, what's that woohoo stuff? And why are you always so happy? And try to, jab me, stab me with words or action, like I feel like, anyways, I've been wounded in many ways throughout my life. That was really, really tough. And so it was scary putting myself out there, especially like around the world. Okay, here I am. So, but it's time for us to really step into our power. So speak your truth right now. There'll be some situations this week where you need to be you and find the confidence to speak your truth, to play that trumpet. Okay, so that is card number 1. Where does it say that in the Bible, though? I don't know. Well, you got to read it then if that's your focus. I don't go to that book. It's not my jam, and that's okay. I used to. My parents had sent me to a Catholic elementary school starting in grade 6, and I wasn't even baptized or anything. And it was just like the closest school. They thought it was going to be the best school for me to go to, and I could walk there by myself and all that. And so I ended up wanting to get baptized by myself and in grade 6, and my parents didn't go to church or anything like that. So I ended up going to church every Sunday all by myself because I knew there was something bigger. There was I knew there was something bigger. I was always, even before I went to the Catholic school, I was praying to something, and I was chatting and felt like I was supported and there were people there. But there were so many constrictions within it, like you're a sinner and you're not worthy. And it just didn't end up being for me. So no, I don't go to the Bible. But for some people, it works for them, and that's beautiful. It just didn't work for me. And you got to follow your heart. There's so many different religions out there. So I just create my own. I have my own unique spirituality. Check out my stream on Twitch. Hands rated E. All right. Let me know what it's about. Okay. In the Dune, though? I don't know what you're talking about. Okay. So Cree, you're building a tribe. Nice. Love your openness. Thanks, Cree. Awesome. Okay, so let's go to the next card. Oh, I love it. gifts from God. And if you don't believe in a God, or you don't call God, I just call it source energy. Like, it's our collective intelligent energy. It's the of all of our knowledge from all of our different lifetimes. It's like the collective connection that we're all associated with. So, Archangel Sandalphon, we angels bring you gifts from your creator. Open your arms to receive. So, this week, we need to get into our feminine side, get into our goddess energy. Your feminine side is where you are open to receive. So, our feminine side, it doesn't matter what type of parts you have. We all have a masculine and a feminine. And our feminine side is associated with gentleness and patience and love and compassion. And it is that I'm gonna take some chill time now to receive, because when we're in our masculine, we're action oriented, we're like taking that action, go, go, go. And sometimes we can go too hard. And if we're still going and we're still going, the energy isn't there to bring it in, because we're just pushing and pushing and pushing forward. We need to have that time to be able to slow down so we can receive the beautiful gifts. Now, this week, there will be some things we do need to take action in or on. So, if there's things that you need to get done and there's things that you're going after, yes, do it. Take that action, but then have that balance of the masculine and the feminine. Take the time, give yourself self-care this week. Self-care will be really important to bring in the abundance. And you can see this card has pink, and the pink represents self-love. So, what's beautiful with the breast cancer symbol, the pink ribbon? I think it's so perfect that it is pink for self-love. We need to give that love back to ourselves for healing. And the heart chakra, it is green for giving, but pink for receiving, for that self-love. So you might even want to wear the color pink. And why not? Or if you feel like getting creative, maybe use the color pink in what you want to create. You know what I'm seeing right now, and it's making my cheeks like pucker, are pomegranates. Do you love those pomegranate seeds? You take that bite and that burst of flavor just comes into your mouth, and it's that your hands can get all pink from eating them. Pomegranate would be nice to have. Or isn't dragon fruit, or is it just the outside that has that pink? Anyways, think pink, people. Okay, here we go. Next card is Beloved One, Archangel Chamuel. I'm helping you with your spiritual soulmate relationship. So those if you're currently in a relationship, Archangel Chamuel will be helping you this week. You can call upon Archangel Chamuel if you're drawn to doing that, to really assist you, to ask questions, ask for specific support. You can totally do that. You can also ask your own angels and guides if you believe it. If you don't, that's okay. But there will be some beautiful work within your relationship. So if you're not within a current relationship right now, then that is currently being drawn to you. And if you have some focus on loving yourself, just like we were talking about the self-love, then and in that receiving mode, it will help that beautiful individual to come into your life to help fill that beautiful heart. And so those of you who are currently in a relationship, Archangel Chamuel can help with creating some beautiful healing and taking your relationship to a new level, especially with communication, because communication within a relationship really helps things to shift. And so it's important for you to be honest with yourself and what you need, and within areas that you're not satisfied in, and to get clear on what you want, and then communicating that with love, not communicating with, you haven't been doing this, because that is just going to repel the energy, and it doesn't help. It doesn't help it to come together in harmony. So it's about getting clear about what you want, communicating it with love, being the listener, then being open, because know that most likely the other person is going to have things that they're not being fulfilled. You'd be like, hey, wait, I thought this was my conversation here. This is me speaking my truth. But most likely it's going to be a two-way street, right? There's going to be some things that you need to really open up your ears and open up your heart, and realize that there might be some areas that your partner might be feeling depleted in. And how can you guys assist in fulfilling that for each other without depleting yourselves? You know, it needs to feel right for you. Because if you find it, well, they need this and this and this, and that doesn't necessarily come natural for you, and you're not being fulfilled, so you don't even have the energy to be able to put in those areas. So it's like, how can I find the balance within myself and all areas within my life, but also the balance directly within the relationship? And Archangel Chamuel and your angels guides can help to bring those messages this week. So just the messages can come in different ways, right? It could be in a song that you listen to. It could be a dream that you have. It could be you overhear someone. There's some type of message within a TV show or a movie, something like that. So just be open and know it's not a coincidence when you get that message and it inspires you to take action in a different way, make a change, communicate something. Yeah. But I think playfulness, I still have more cards to turn over. I actually haven't turned over these cards yet either. But I feel like bringing the element of play is going to be important. Okay, let's see what that message says. Favorite score, you from the Midwest? I am from Canada. Ontario, Canada. All right, the next card, overcoming difficulties. So this is seeing the light at the end of the tunnel. Overcoming difficulties. So this card, I think, is so beautiful. We have the angel there, the big, huge wings, and then this massive feather, the pathway, the path to the light. And you can see above the mountain, there is this really intensive energy. It's almost like there was some type of explosion, you know, like the energy is like, and so I feel like that is representing what you've been going through, you know, all that energy. Can I point to it properly here? Can you guys even see? All that energy there is what you've been going through in maybe one or more areas of your life. And so Archangel Jeremiel says the worst is now behind you, and you are surmounting any previous challenges. So yeah, this is the light at the end of the tunnel. So trust that things are opening. And they're opening in a way, I feel like it's divinely guided. It has been creating the strength within you to be able to move forward within your power with determination. You know, it has been helping you to relight that fire. The word that I was getting, or the term, is igniting the pilot. You know, the pilot switch, if you have a gas fireplace or something like that, you have to get the pilot light ignited. and then the fire, you can turn on the fire. So I feel like everything that you've gone through got you to the stage where now the pilot light is lit. And so life is going to bring you more ease moving forward. I'm feeling constriction right now, and I'm feeling constriction not only in my heart, but at the back of my throat right now. So either one or more of you has a blockage that you're dealing with in the throat and within the heart, and feeling like you don't deserve to be loved in the way that you've been longing to love. And that undeserving, that unworthiness has been preventing you from moving forward. But that has an opportunity to be healed right now. And the throat has been the fear of speaking your truth, for fear of people walking away from you, for fear of losing something in your life, of losing. And so this is the confirmation that those are patterns of thought that are not accurate. Those fears can prevent us. What I'm seeing is deer in the headlights. Instead of like continuing running, it's like, okay, so that's what that fear can do to us. Do you want to see that again? I'm feeling goofy. It's the heat. I'm overheating. It's starting to do stuff. So, yeah. So it's time to be curious about those thoughts that come up. Time to be curious about those fears that come up, and delve into them a bit. Even talk to those fears. Journal about them. You can write it down. Okay, what's up with this fear? What am I really afraid about? And then write it out. Do I have evidence of this? Is this an accurate fear? Or, what's another perspective? Is there a different perspective that I can take? How is this fear preventing me from moving forward? So you can be really clear on that. What results do I want to have? What would I like to have happen right now? Can that happen if I stay within this fear, that deer in the headlights? You're going to get hit by a car if you don't freaking move. Right? We need to take action, and that's not literal. Okay, I don't want you to think you're going to get hit by a car. Okay, these are my feelings and fears. Oh, showed palm honey. Okay, so this is good. This is that might sound warped, but this is really good that this has an opportunity to come to the surface now, okay? So it's coming to the surface because it gives you an opportunity to move beyond it. Let's work through that energy. We're going to breathe into that. Let me just double check on what Kriya is saying. Openness is scary as judgment creeps in, so creativity of stories can assist, or being playful, humor, and teasing. Yeah, the power of storytelling can be so healing. Cree Warrior, flirting. Yeah, that could be healing. I thought flirting was igniting the fire. Oh, yeah, flirting can ignite the fire too. Depends on the fire that you're wanting to be lit. Is it the fire in your second chakra or fire in your third chakra? Because really, the third chakra is associated with the element of fire, right? Okay, so let's breathe into this. So any of you who can relate to this on any level, any fear of moving forward, any fear of speaking your truth. So let's do this, okay? Just like the way Nike says, let's just do it, okay? So if you're sitting, have your feet firmly planted onto the ground. If you're lying down, then just totally sink in and totally get comfortable. We're going to need to ground ourselves down. So if you're lying down, you can take different points of your body, whatever works in your mind's eye, to ground. So maybe it's going to work from the bottoms of your feet, and picture those roots going down into Mother Earth. Like literally, you might feel silly if you're not used to doing it, but just try, play with it. So just picture roots coming down from the bottoms of your feet, and that energy is drawing you down, securing you to Mother Earth. And those roots are just going right into the core and wrapping around this gorgeous, powerful crystal in the center of Mother Earth. Let's take a deep breath into that crystal. As we breathe out, I want you to feel yourself grounding deeper, almost like your feet are going a little bit under the surface of the ground, right? Of the earth, going a little bit ground. So we're feeling solid. The analogy that I've seen before in my mind's eye has been like ski boots. If you downhill ski, those boots are freaking heavy, and trying to walk up the stairs when you have ski boots on, so it's kind of like that heaviness. So just feel that coming down into Mother Earth. And I'm going to check messages after we do this, okay? And so now that we're all grounded down there, take another deep breath into the crystal. As we breathe out, let's draw the energy from the core of Mother Earth coming up our roots and our feet and our ankles and our shins and through our knees and through our thighs and between our hips, coming all the way up, 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 all the way up to our shoulders, down our arms. You'll see it glowing in your mind's eye, maybe out your fingertips. And then from our shoulders, it also comes up our neck, helping to offer some beautiful healing to that throat chakra as well, as it continues up through our head, all the way up, and it's coming out through our crown. You might even see it as a color. You might see it as golden energy. You might see it as rainbow energy. You might see it as vines coming up and out. And then it's intermingling, it's intertwining with source energy. Let's take a deep breath into source energy, and whatever that looks like to you. Maybe it looks like a beautiful sun just shining and glowing. So let's breathe into that. As we breathe out, the intertwined, beautiful energy comes back down through our crown, and it is helping to heal every single cell in our body. It's coming down. I'm even feeling it in my ears right now. And it's coming down, down our neck, down our shoulders, and even glowing out our fingertips, down our shoulders to our chest, coming down our torso, all the way down our hips, our legs, down to our feet, going out through our roots, down into the core of Mother Earth, and intertwining with Mother Earth energy there. Right now, I'm seeing beautiful vines and golden energy and shimmering energy. Let's take a deep breath into that. And as we breathe out, it all comes up and envelops every single cell in our body. And now bring your attention to your heart chakra right now. We have a ton of energy coming not only from source, but from Mother Earth. It's that combined beautiful energy. You might even want to picture the vines and picture the beautiful crystalline golden energy within our heart that is expanding and expanding outward, helping us to heal, helping us to connect in with what our inner desires are, where our heart wants to lead us, and taking any density within there, raising that vibration up. It's raising that. The words I'm hearing is like breaking it down. So it's breaking it down, the heaviness, the density, but then it's lightening. So what I'm seeing right now in my mind's eye is like sand going through a sieve. And so it's so light and powdery now. And now that sand, I'm seeing it like sparkling on the beach. So it's just getting so light and sparkly and soft and beautiful. And I'm seeing a big literal heart, a pink heart kind of blossoming right from that heart chakra. I'm feeling some in my second chakra right now, too. I'm feeling some beautiful energy down there. And I thank you very much for that. And now that energy is moving up to that feet has turned. So I'm seeing the turquoise energy of that throat chakra, but it has this wisping of gold sparkling energy coming into that throat chakra, opening and opening. I'm seeing the vines going there as well. Now I'm seeing a burst of rainbow energy going in. So it's offering, we have some beautiful healing going exactly where it needs to, helping us to speak our truth. So first we need to speak our truth to ourselves, and then we're building that confidence within our solar plexus. So above your belly button, below your ribs, that internal fire, that lion-like courageous energy that is also building to help us to be able to speak our truth. So the throat feels a little bit raw right now. Some of you might literally be feeling that, like it feels almost scratchy, a little bit sore. So it's going to take some healing. It's not necessarily going to be done after this session. Drinking lots of water and maybe having boiling some water with lemon, maybe a bit of cayenne, maybe add a bit of maple syrup in there just to add a little sweetness. You don't have to if you don't want to. And that will have soothing, but I'm not seeing drinking it super, super hot. I'm seeing it when it settles down. It's a little bit warmer than room temperature, you know, like it's more of that soothing feeling. And that will help to continue to cleanse. So let's take a deep breath in to the energy. You can direct it to your heart and your throat or wherever else you feel that you want to connect with it. Breathe out and feel the expansion. Okay. Cool. Very cool. Head for the Hills is in the house. Hey. Yogi, happy to see you. Nice. Awesome. Joe Palm, I want to know how you're feeling now. Let me know how you're feeling. Okay, so there's one more card. So here is card 5, Divine Order. So you can see that the angel is holding a scale, or the scales, a balance. And so this message is reminding us, or giving information that right now, don't worry. Hey, I got a new follower. Whoop, whoop. Everything is a divine order. So trusting in the flow, trusting in the flow of it. So, you know, maybe you lost your job. I lost my job during COVID, and it was definitely in divine order for me. Otherwise, I might be in a straitjacket right now. It was not good. My nervous system would be in the shitter. It was, but it would be really bad. I can't go there anymore. And you know what? A couple of weeks ago, someone had said to me, I feel guided to say this. Someone had said to me, so in Canada, we are getting assistance from the government for those who have lost their jobs during COVID. And like I am every day, I'm like, thank you. I am in so much gratitude for this assistance because it's giving me time to be able to heal, and I really needed to heal. The last two jobs I had were taking me down, and it's given me an opportunity to really connect in with what's important to me and what floats my boat, what lights my fire. And it's enabled me to be able to focus on my joy and giving me an opportunity to shine my light brighter, which is helping other people to be able to shine their light. And so this person maybe a month ago had said to me, oh yeah, so the CERB funding, that will be ending in the fall. And I was like, And the fear that it just washed over me. I'm like, oh my God, am I going to have to go back to as my parents would, let's say, put it, the real world, like go get a real job instead of doing what I'm doing? And that freaking scared the shit out of me. Because, without the funding, my business is still pretty young. I don't do a whole lot of readings right now, right? And I don't have a ton of yoga participants. I'm still growing my business, right? It takes time. And I'm doing the TV show now, but I'm volunteering my time for that. So I need some money coming in. So yeah, it scared the crap out of me. And then I said to myself, hold on. You have done so much work. You know who you are now. I know what I'm called to do. I know my mission. I know my purpose now. I have to do it. It needs to work, and it's going to work. And that's all there is to it. If I went back to get a job in, let's say, what I was doing, I don't know, I probably wouldn't be on this planet much longer. I gotta tell you, it was crushing me. So yeah, I worked through the fear and got myself back into a place of trust. I gotta trust. I'm on my path. In my Instagram, I posted a picture of when I was on my run, and this picture, I love this part of my run. It's this big field. Grass is so tall now, and there's just a small dirt path, and the grass is like brushing your legs as you're running. It's like a little tickly as you're running through it. But I find this part of my run so scenic. And so I posted that, and I was channeled a message to go along with it. And it's really about, you don't know where your path is going to take you. But if you know what you want, and you get clear on what you want, because I know what I want. I'm not going to be hugely specific on the details, but I know what I want. And I'm focusing on that. I'm focusing that I'm going after that. And I'm a powerful manifester, just like every single one of you are. We all have the ability to manifest brilliance in our life. So we need to focus on that and to trust. And I think, did I say this on the Friday night? I think in my Friday night party, I'm gonna say this one again, because I thought, yeah, it felt very powerful. So it was like channeled in, and I love that. It was, if you knew you could have everything that you wanted, it was being in beautiful divine timing. It was coming to you. And let's say it was going to take 4 years to get here. Just let's say, I'm just throwing a number out, right? So let's say it was going to take 4 years for you to get it. And all you had to do was just keep on focusing on being you, tuning in to who you are and what you want, and embracing yourself and loving yourself, and being conscious of your thoughts and changing your thoughts when they get heavy. And so when you notice them, then it's like, all right, so I know I'm in a distorted place right now. Let's find something that feels lighter. But when you are in the thickness of emotions, to embrace them, don't swallow them and push them down. Cry, be angry, just do it in a way that's going to be safe for you and for others, right? So embrace that, and just keep on you being you, and just go along your journey. It's part of your learnings, your lessons. So we need to have these certain markers of lessons, of learnings, before we're going to achieve that, let's say, that dream. So maybe you have a dream job or that dream relationship, let's say. Now, 4 years from now, it might seem like a long time, right? It might seem like a long time. So that still might be a little hard to swallow when I'm thinking about that throat chakra that we were talking about, right? But let's say if you knew that was going to happen in 6 months, maybe that would be a little easier. Or maybe if you knew you could hold off for 2 years. But you know what? It's acknowledging that everything is in beautiful divine order, divine timing. It's happening as it should. And when you are in that place of trust, and let's say you're on a river and you're on your raft and you're just like, you're just flowing. You're just like, yeah, maybe you have a drink in your hand and you're just like, I'm just going, and oh, okay, I got a little rock there. I got to get my paddle, kind of get around that. Oh, the water's getting a little bit rough, but I'm going to get through it. It's going to be calm on the other side. And then you get into that calm place again. And then you're chilling again. So you're, instead of, crap, this is scary, I'm going the fuck the other way, or I'm getting out. I don't want to be on this raft anymore. So it's about going with the flow, going down that river, not against the river. And that will help everything to come to you that much easier. Okay. Okay, let's see. You look just like your snoo. Oh, yeah. Awesome. I heard my name, but read it as choppy for me. Oh, she'll come. I just want to know, how are you doing now? Like after that, how are you? Sorry, economics, plan B. Oh, so should you have a plan B? Okay, and then, so I'm going to answer that. Cree Warrior says, feet on the ground, sun's energy, breeze. Oh, I love it. Power. Powerful trusting with our journey, heartwarming and connectedness. Love it. And yeah, using the warmth of the sun, the Mother Earth energy is so important. So should we have a plan B? You know what? Plan B for me has been a trap for me. But you need to follow your own internal guidance. So for me, what I going after, I have had this longing, this dream, this desire for, well, that one is okay. That wouldn't be too bad. And then I'll submit my resume for that and submit my resume for that, let's say. And then my energy is now directed towards the plan B. And then I end up getting plan B. And then I end up still wanting plan A. Right? And so, but the fact that I've gone forward on plan B before, I'm also trusting on the divine timing of that, the divine order of that, I should say, because I needed to still have some learnings. So we need to always be open to the ideas and the inspiration, because sometimes different things need to happen before you actually see the evidence of the thing happening. And sometimes you're going to get something different than what you expected when you go on the journey, and it's going to be even better than expected. So we always need to go internal, right? And listen to our heart, because there might be something that you might define as being a plan B, but really the universe might be, it's just part of your path. You know, it's just, this is just the way you need to go so you can have those learnings. And this is going to take you to here and then take you to here. And then it's going to get you to the, to there. I'm saying the gold star. I'm not necessarily saying the end, because we're going to keep wanting new stuff and continuing on our journey and our learnings and all that. All right. Okay, so great personality said, who is Archangel Michael? Archangel Michael is an angel, a big ass angel, huge hunk of wings. And he's been depicted in many different ways. So one of my decks, he has like long flowing hair and a big chest and small little waist with his shield and his sword. And I've seen him, in different ways. But anyways, he is just represented in those ways to show that he is your warrior, your protector. He helps to clear your energy. He helps to protect your energy. If you can call upon him if you're feeling fearful about anything, and he helps to take that fear and create a safe path for you, Okay, so Chopin says, I feel much calmer and less stressed. Grounding is something I need to do more often. Absolutely. Yeah, especially right now, because we're more and more high vibe. And because our vibrations have been rising, we need to keep on grounding it down. And so literally, like, get outside, put your feet in the soil, your feet on the grass, feel the beautiful sun coming down through your crown, and feel the elements, feel the wind. Maybe you want to be out in the rain too. If you don't have lightning and stuff, don't, be safe, please. Be safe. So yeah, you can be out in the elements, but ground your feet down. Take a deep breath in and feel the energy of Mother Earth coming up through your body. This will help us when we're feeling uneasy, when we're feeling anxious, when we're concerned about which direction to go. It will help you to make more solid decisions when you're in that grounding place. What's divine order? Another amazing question, great personality. So divine order. Okay, I've never answered that before. So let's see. Let me uncross my legs and see if anything's going to channel in. So it might just be coming out from me first, and then we'll see what ends up following. Okay, so we put out Rockets of Desire through the experiences that we've had. So if we've had experiences that were not so good, then we're like, I don't fucking like that. This is what I want. And then so when we're like, this is what I want, that automatically puts out Rockets of Desires, what we do want. And then the universe helps us to keep on reaching higher. So then we'll have more Rockets of Desire with more experiences and getting us to reach higher and higher, to be able to continue to elevate our vibration and continue to surround ourselves with people of the same vibration we are, or a higher vibration. So because we put out those Rockets of the Desire, it's like a magnet, and the collective energy, so let's say the divine collective energy, let's put it that way, is that magnet that helps to attract things to you. But they also know more than what you know within your conscious mind right now. And when you connect in with your third eye, you're connecting in with your higher self that has way more information than you do in this body, in your conscious mind. So we need to delve into that subconscious mind that has all the information from all those different lifetimes that we've had, and the different traumas that we've gone through, the different healings that we've gone through, and what our current lessons are, and karmic patterns and things like that. So all that knowledge is there, and that divine collective knowledge combined with your higher self knows exactly the beautiful combination that will rock your world, that will just help you to light up from the inside out and help with healing everyone around you, which helps with healing the planet as a whole. So of course the collective is like, we want you to rock, we want you to shine, right? So when you put out those Rockets of Desire, even if in your mind's eye you think, this is what I want to create, the collective or the divine, the source energy and your higher self knows, 10 layers past what you were thinking of what will be an ultimate combination for you. And so they help to bring things to you in a beautiful order that will help you to go through the lessons that you need to go through in order to be open to then this. Because if you want this, but you don't think you're worthy of this, but you feel like, okay, now I feel like I'm worthy of this, then they'll first get you here. And then they'll help build you you up to think, okay, so now I'm worthy of this, and now I'm worthy of this. So it's in the order. Things will happen, and people will come into your life in beautiful order and timing that is perfect for your learnings, perfect for the patterns that you've released and the patterns that you still need to release. It's like the layers of your onion. You're peeling through, and some things are going to sting, and but you're peeling through, and until you get to bringing the knowledge to yourself within a conscious level. So bringing it to your consciousness, and then you're able to bring yourself out into the world and even share that with others. And I'm seeing that leadership again, because the collective wants us to share our knowledge and in our learnings with everyone, and we can do that within our own unique way, within our own comfort levels. It's not that you have to be out there live streaming. It's not that you have to be writing your book. You could just be you being you, and give a friend an ear to listen to, and the words that they needed to hear. It's helping a neighbor out. It's maybe writing your own blog. It's maybe just raising your kids and teaching them, right? It's maybe sharing in your knowledge within the workplace or at school, and raising your hand and wanting to participate, so we can share our beautiful unique vibrations out into the world. So I hope that answers your question. Okay, it's Greek understand as cosmos. Oh, I love that. That's wonderful. Thank you for sharing that. Hello, Samad. Oh, okay. Good. I'm glad you guys know each other. Awesome. Okay, I think it's something else. Okay, damn, Archangel Michael is hot. Yeah, Archangel Michael is hot. Okay, sympathy. I want to feel the sun's energy on my whole body, but I don't want to get burned on my sensitive bits. What SPF is most appropriate for down there? I don't know. That's not my expertise. I don't know. Maybe you want to go for 60. I don't know, but maybe Google that. Is like 60, is that safe for those parts too? Putting that there. Maybe just zinc up. Anyways, thank you for that. That was fun. Okay. Let's see. Cree Warrior, concept of survival means we are tuned into awareness of energies, of surrounds and life forms. Oh, that surrounds us and life forms energies. Okay, concept of survival means that we are tuned into awareness of energies that surround us and life forms energies. Okay. Survival, tuned into the awareness of energies. Yeah. Tuning in to our own energy and the energy around us is a beautiful gift to be able to do that. And, some people, it comes very naturally to empaths, and those skills can be developed. So, yeah, because when you tune in to the energy within you, it helps you to make choices that feel best for you. But you can use your emotions for that too, because your emotions give you an indicator. When you tune into other people's energy, it brings you to a whole new level of understanding and flow within your life. I think that's pretty cool. Okay. A mind is a terrible thing to waste. Yeah, mind is pretty brilliant. You can do some brilliant things with it. Absolutely. Manic phase. Tell me about manic phase. What do you want to talk about in regards to that? Great LOL. Great personality. I felt bad. What do you mean you felt bad? Oh, when you went? What do you mean? I don't get it. Okay, so some Miag says, what do angels mean to you in general? What made you believe in them as messenger of the divine? Some Miag, great questions. Something I never even thought of. So this is interesting because, you know, my perceptions of what angels mean to me, that could keep changing and evolving as I'm learning more. And even asking this question, it's going to get me to start thinking about it and then asking more questions, and then I'll get more answers. And then maybe my perceptions, the concept of angels, I could adapt, right? It could adapt because really my own perceptions have been coming from the things that I've read and the things that people have taught me and the workshops that I've gone to. You know, my very first, you know, when I was pregnant with my first child, I made a new friend who was in my life really intensely for 10 years. Beautiful soul. She's taught me a lot. She encouraged me to read about angels and guides, and told me about a book that I could get that I started using to do automatic writing to be able to talk to my angels. And so that was really cool. And then this was my first deck of cards, healing with the angels. And but my concept of angels also comes from when I was a child, because my great aunt Honey, she would say, oh, ask Archangel Gabriel to help you with this, or Archangel Raphael can assist you with this. So because of that, I just knew that there were angels that were out there being able to help us. And I literally saw them with wings. But I feel like their energy, you know, their energy that can come into form within our mind's eye. But the energy is like they can help to shift energy for us. They can help move energy within our bodies. They can help we can send them to other people and to situations. So because if we specifically ask for their assistance, so anytime I hear an ambulance or a police car going by, and if I'm not in depth in something, but I notice the siren, then I will ask for angels of emergency. Can you go and assist and make sure that you know, everyone gets what they need for the highest and greatest healing? And so yeah, that's just the perception that I have, and I call upon different ones to be able to help me. And I've been learning about them as I use different cards, right? So the healing with the angels, my archangel deck, that's how I've been learning about them and connecting with the power behind them. You know, we all have our own unique belief systems, and some of them might not connect with that type of thought process with angels or guides, and that's okay. But it's something, and maybe because as a child, my great aunt would talk to me about angels, that I don't know. But we'll see. We'll see how my perception of them will change and adapt as I ask more questions, right? Okay. Cree Warrior says, watch toddlers tune into energies. We lost how to enhance. Okay, I want to talk about that. Orioles, really down to earth, though. Orioles. I don't, Megas, I got a new follower. All right. Thank you. Okay, Oreos, I'm not too sure what you mean by that. So follow up on that. What mantra can I steal it? I don't necessarily have one mantra or mantra. I just I like to be optimistic. I think that's what's natural within me is to I always go with find the silver lining, and but dealing with other people, that's not always best is to share. But there's that, silver lining. I had to learn to stop myself from doing that. But for me, I I like to know, I trust that there's light at the end of the tunnel. And no matter how tough a situation will be, this is just temporary. And if I need some assistance, I'll get some assistance. I can get through this too. So that's the longest mantra ever. But I don't know what else. I don't have anything specific that I just say. Summon payment for it. Who's It's the archangel you invoke for the element of earth with the IBRP. Oh, cool. I've never even heard that. For the earth, I call upon Gaia, Mother Gaia. But see, different belief systems will use different terms, and they might see things in a different way, and that's totally okay. So it's what works for you. And I believe we also come from different soul families. So within those soul families, certain processes and terminology you might connect with more because of you and your soul tribe. Okay. About toddlers and stuff, it's really cool when you have kids to notice the way that they are connected to energy. So freaking powerful. I remember this when my middle child, she was asleep in her crib, and then my daughter, my eldest daughter, she was probably 2 years old maybe, and I was tucking her in, and my daughter said to me, she said, Rai Rai's bleeding. She's bleeding, Rai Rai's bleeding. And like her face, like it was something like that. And so I went to check out my daughter, and she was fine. I said, it's okay, honey, she's fine. But then that night, when I went in for the 3:00 feeding, she had blood. The baby had blood all over her nose. Like she had, I don't even know how young she was. Like she might have been close to 1 or something like that. My daughters are really close in age. And so, but it was dark when I went in. I'm like, what is that? And I turn on a bit of light, and I'm like, oh my God, scared the crap out of me. She was fine, but she had a nosebleed. And it's just that connection. And there were so many other things. My middle one, so my middle child, when she was around too, she said, I remember when I was in your belly. I was like, what? And she said, yeah. Oh, no, she didn't say belly. I think she said when I was in your belly. It was something like that. And because she pulled out a pregnancy test. That's what happened. She pulled out a pregnancy test from underneath my bathroom cupboard. She said, I remember when you used this, and then I was in your belly. Like it was like, I'm like, what? And then another time my daughter's like, do you want to know what my angel's house looks like? And she like described what her angel's house looked like just so cool. So cool. And I remember when I was young, I think I was probably like 9 years old, and I'd wake up in the middle of the night and I would see these floating energy blobs in my room.
different shapes and different colors, and it scared the crap out of me. I would peek out and go, what the, like what? I didn't say what the fuck. Like, I didn't understand what I was seeing, and I would hide under the covers, and so I would peek again, I would see it, being able to see that energy. So we all have that. We just forget. We forget. But when you have kids, you can start seeing how they're so tapped into that. Sorry about the blender going on in the background. I am going to have to wrap this up because I am starving. Demon for us. Oh, your angels. Can you summon Gothia for us? Okay, Murky Places, over optimism isn't good. It's my experience. Yeah, you know what? It needs to be grounded, right? I think Murky, you need to be grounded in, but positivity, trusting that you're going to be okay, and following divine guidance. So following that internal guidance, to me, that's a form of optimism, right? That's trusting in your abilities to connect in. But I used to be in a place, I'm okay, I'm fine, but not really addressing the emotions. So that's not that's not good. You need to address the emotions. Hey. I'm all getting crazy here. Favorite demon. No, I'm not gonna summon a demon. All right, so I think this is a good time to end it. We got a lot of hubbub going on here. So anyways, thank you so much for joining me. I hope you can, well, tomorrow I'm doing my yoga, so it'll be live on YouTube and live on Twitch. You can join me there, 12:30 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time, that's Toronto time. On Wednesday, it'll be Intuition Wednesday. And then Friday, we'll do Friday Night Party, and again on Twitch and on YouTube. Friday Night Party is 8 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time. If you want a one-on-one channel reading and a healing session with me, you can book that on my website. It just says like book today, something like that. You can do that. And my website is thejoyfulyogini.ca. Feel free to follow me on Instagram, that.joyful.yogini. So thanks, guys, so much. It was wonderful to have your energy in here. I absolutely love your support. I love that this was interactive. It was so fabulous. Great questions, and we're all learning from each other. I love it. Best wishes. Thanks for your effort. Yeah, thanks, Samiyat, and thanks for the awesome discussion that you created. I love it. So have a wonderful rest of your day, everyone. From my leg to yours, namaste. Bye. All right. Bye, guys. See you later.